Hello everyone, Patrick, today's first video to weekend forecast for today's first video. So as always on a Saturday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead, and it's going to be a very different week this week, very different to what we've had for a really long time. High pressure is going to be in control of weather. That doesn't mean it's going to be completely dry. There will be some showers at times, and in the northwest in particular, through Monday and Tuesday, it could be very wet actually across western parts of Scotland. But that said, the majority of the country will have a lot of dry weather this week, and we should see plenty of sunshine as well. So definitely a much brighter sort of feel to the weather, and finally at long last the sort of sodden ground of the past few months is going to be able to start drying out a little bit, especially with these drying easterly winds that we've got at the moment. So overall, I think it's good news, really, and for anybody self-isolating, you're going to be able to get out into your garden anyway and hopefully get a little bit of sunshine on your face. And it's just generally a rather brighter sort of feel to the weather, I think, this week. So I'll get the weekend forecast for you in a moment. And also coming up later on today, we're going to have your regular week to 10-day video update, including all of the usual features. And tonight we're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to have our CFS versus Beijing Climate Centre 6-month mashup. We're going to bring the two models together and see what they're both showing for the next 6 months. And that's going to be a bit of a laugh, bit of fun this evening, probably for around 6, 7 o'clock, something like that. The websites using for weekend forecasts are coming from website.de and theweatheroutlook.com, and don't forget radar picture is at Gaz Weathers. You can find the links to all of the websites on the links page at gazweathers.com, and also with the video in the description with video at YouTube. Right, let's get on with it then. I'm going to start off with radar picture. We won't dwell on this for too long because it's actually been a mainly dry morning across most parts of the country. How about a few showers across the east of Scotland? They're mainly dying out now. A little bit of patchy rain is moving in towards the west of Northern Ireland and trying to get into west of Scotland. But the majority of the country has been dry this morning and will continue to be through this afternoon. The reason is that high pressure is in control of weather, something that we've not been able to say for a very long time. The high pressure is centering over Scandinavia, and it is pulling in an easterly wind. And now it's only the 21st of March, so anything from the east is going to have a chill to it, especially as it comes over the North Sea. So the sunshine is a little bit deceptive, actually. There is quite a wind chill out there this afternoon, but at least it's dry for most of us, and at least we have got plenty of sunny spells too. So for the rest of this afternoon, well, the best of sunshine will be across central and eastern areas, always more in the way of cloud in the west, and across the far northwest of Scotland and down to Northern Ireland, there could be some patchy outbreaks of rain there. Temperatures today are going to be ranging from around 6 to 12. 12 is 54 Fahrenheit, but it'll feel colder than that in that east to southeasterly wind, especially for eastern areas where the wind is coming in off the north sea. Very, very bracing afternoon down the east coast. Overnight tonight, the Scandinavian high continue to dominate weather and wind remains from the east. Again, a little bit patchy rain possible for the far northwest of Scotland. The vast majority of the country will be dry tonight with long clear spells. And there's going to be a widespread frost, especially through central and northern areas where the winds are a little bit lighter. Temperatures there could go down to around -4, -5. Down in the south, we've got this fresh wind. So their temperature probably gets perilously close to freezing, but may hold up just above freezing in more southern areas due to the brisk wind. But central and northern areas certainly having a widespread and sharp frost tonight. That's how things are looking tomorrow. High pressure continues to be in control of the weather for Mothering Sunday. So we should have a nice Mothering Sunday. Plenty of sunny spells. Of course, people aren't going to be able to get out and about as they would normally do so on Mothering Sunday. But Mother's Day this year, not going to be too bad. There will be plenty of sunny spells, and again, the best of those I think will be in more southern and eastern areas. Always more cloud in the north and west, and there will be a little bit of patchy rain continuing across western parts of Scotland, which may actually get a little bit heavier later on in the day. Temperatures perhaps up a degree or so tomorrow as well. So in the south again, 12, 13 degrees there. In the north, probably up to around 6 or 7, something like that. Then we move through into Monday, and high pressure is still in control on Monday, but the wind is shifting more sort of south-southeasterly. So we start to turn less cold, I think, for the early part of this coming week. But the other side of this is that a weather front comes into the far northwest and probably gets a bit stuck. So you may see outbreaks of rain turning heavy and persistent across northern and western parts of Scotland, maybe getting down towards Northern Ireland as well. And that rain could be on through much of the day, actually, on Monday across western Scotland. Eastern Scotland probably remains dry, but there could be quite a bit of cloud. And then going further south across England and Wales, well, this is where the best of the sunshine will be on Monday. We will start off with a widespread frost across much of England and Wales. It could be quite a sharp frost as well, but in the sunny spells, I think sea temperatures again lifting up to around 13 degrees. 13 is 55 Fahrenheit. It won't feel too bad at all down in the south. This is Tuesday, so again for England and Wales, high pressure dominated weather. That weather front is still stuck across western parts of Scotland though, so I'm a little bit concerned about the prospect of some localised flooding actually across western Scotland, where these outbreaks of rain are on and persistent and quite heavy potentially, particularly to the west of high ground, through Monday and indeed through Tuesday as well. So it could be very wet in the extreme northwestern part of Scotland. But that said, again, the majority of the country, the emphasis is going to be on dry weather. Again, always more cloud in the north and west. The best of the sunshine in the south and the southeast. Temperatures might get to around 14 degrees in the southeast, something like that, 57 Fahrenheit. So feeling positively spring-like, although again, watch out for frost early and late. But I think on Tuesday, the frost is probably less widespread anyway. Now, Wednesday, we'll start to see this high pressure beginning to push back in from the east again, and winds will begin to subtly shift from that sort of south-southeasterly to more of an east-southeasterly. And this will start to gradually bring colder air back in from the east, I think, through the second half of the week. Wednesday itself, probably quite a cloudy day for Scotland and Northern Ireland with showery outbreaks of rain. At least the heaviest of the rain across western Scotland will ease off. England and Wales mainly dry with sunny spells once again and variable cloud. Quite a cold start to Wednesday in the south and the southeast. Temperatures will recover, again, probably reaching around 12, 13, 14 degrees in many parts of the country. Although, easterly or southeasterly, you may just start to feel a bit of a colder easterly beginning to get up during the course of Wednesday afternoon. And then that really sets the scene as we go through to the second half of next week. I think we'll bring in some colder air from the east and just generally see pressure beginning to leak away a little bit. So Thursday probably starts off with a widespread frost across England and Wales. The last of patchy rain will die out across north and west Scotland. Many places will have brighter sunny spells, but probably a good deal more in way of cloud around on Thursday. I think that's what you notice about Thursday, more cloud, and there could be showers beginning to break out. With quite cold upper air temperatures, some of those showers could be wintry, particularly over high ground, but maybe not exclusively so. That said, many places will stay dry again. On Thursday, temperatures quite cold, a little bit colder actually, Thursday, with a range of around 5 to 10. 10 is 50 Fahrenheit. As we get towards the end of the week, there's a lot of uncertainty about this, but it looks as though Friday and then through to the weekend, we'll see low pressure beginning to push in from the north and start to move southwards. So quite how this works out, as I said, there is a lot of uncertainty, but I think the overall message is probably we see increasing amounts of cloud and outbreaks of rain moving in from the north and west on Friday into the weekend. And then that rain probably moves southwards and eastwards across the country through the weekend. And eventually some of it might start to turn wintry as this trough of low pressure slips away to the south. We probably see cold air begin to move in from the north. We may see some of the rain turn into sleet or snow. And there could just be generally quite a cold feel to the weather next weekend, and maybe a little bit wintry too. So that's something to focus on in future videos. As I said, there's a lot of uncertainty about the weather through Friday and next weekend. I don't want to say too much about that at this stage because there is a lot of intra-model variation about what's going on there. Right, so finally the charts for weather out. Not loads of dry weather today. We'll rattle through these very quick because they're going to be looking pretty samey for most days. Lots of dry weather coming up today. Plenty of sunny spells. Always more cloud in west, best sunshine in the east. Tomorrow, again, we've got bags of sunshine. Really going to be a very nice day. It will be quite cold, but it is going to be a very nice day again tomorrow. Then we go through into Monday. Temperatures just lift up a little bit. Most places dry. Some rain in the far northwest. It doesn't really show this, but I think could turn very wet Monday, Tuesday across the far west of Scotland. Something to watch out for anybody there. But the bulk of the country is dry, and temperatures just beginning to ease up by a degree or two day by day through the early part of the week. Still quite cold at night though. And then into the second half of the week, well, again, we could see a few showers beginning to develop just as pressure begins to leak away. Temperatures stay rather cold, perhaps become a bit colder actually through the second half of next week. And then, of course, we have got those big question marks. They are big question marks about what happens from Friday through to next weekend, where there's the potential of weather to become a little bit more unsettled again, and maybe even a little bit wintry. But more about that in future videos. Right, so in summary, we're looking at a mainly dry week. We have been able to say that for a very long time, but it's going to be mainly dry, though there will be showers around, and the far west of Scotland possibly turns very wet Monday to Tuesday. But that said, the majority of places will be dry this week, and there's going to be plenty of sunny spells too. Temperatures will start off quite cold. They'll lift up a little bit through the earlier part of the week, and then probably become quite cold again later in the week. And overall, I think it's just a much brighter and drier, but also rather chilly feel to the weather for the week ahead. Right, we'll be back later on this afternoon with your regular week 10-day update, including all of the usual features. And then tonight, we've got the CFS V2 versus Beijing Climate Centre 6-up look ahead. So come back for all of the updates through today, but that's all for now, and thanks for watching.